it kind of puts a bad taste in my mouth because only 60 guys get to go to the combine, NBA combine. He's not the top 60 guy in the United States. He's not a top 60, let me correct myself, basketball player for the draft. I have a problem with it, but I have to deal with it. But I'm speaking on it. I have a platform. I'm going to say it. He might have a career down the line, but somebody got caught. Somebody that grinded got nixed from that list because of him. And I have a problem with that. I do.
I think they always had him projected in the second round. Well, not always, they had him projected in the first round at one particular point.
Listen, but no, listen how the combine work. I know, like I'm saying, I've been through that process with my son.
But that happens
you can be projected for the second round and not go to the combine. You can be projected for the second round and not go to the combine.
But that happens every year, though, Reg. Got 60 people. There's hundreds of people trying to get in the draft.
This is not like every year. Stop it. Let's stop it. Let's call it what it is. No, it's not like every year. If you say this is like every year, well, you got blinders on.
So you saying he shouldn't? She's saying he should be undrafted?
I'm saying he didn't deserve to be picked up in the combine this year. Now, if he came back and did something, he did not earn it. He did not earn it. He's given it.
He just came back. He just came back from heart surgery. How did he not earn that?
You earn a slot on the combine.
So
he came back from heart surgery and played in the college.
That's not my fault. That's not another kid's fault. That's not nobody's fault.
He put in work. He put in some work that he can. He's gonna be drafted. Why wouldn't I want him at the combine if I'm an executive of a team to see what he actually has? You can't say the man didn't earn it.
Wait a minute. Hold on now. Can I?
What you got? What you got, Paul? Paul, what you got?
So the NBA is business, right? Am I right on that?
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
So both these guys are right in a sense because Bronny, we don't have a consistent number one overall pick. Bronny's the one that's going to get everybody talking about the draft and all that kind of stuff, right? But at the same time, he don't really deserve to be where he's at right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm with Reggie on that, but NBA is a business. So they had to, the NBA trying to push his name out there because this draft is really, it's like, bro, like who's going where? Nobody don't care. Nobody don't care about this draft. The only thing they care about is where is Bronny going. That's it. Am I right about that or wrong? It's a business.
Well, in a sense, only because this particular draft, there's not a lot of powerful names coming out. There's not a lot of people coming out. However, to both Reggie and Jamel's point, Jamel, let me ask you this: do you think Bronny is one of the top 60 players in the league? I mean, and coming out right now?
I do. I
seriously.
Think he is. I seriously think he is. I think I have a comparison for Bronny. I think Bronny's going to be an Avery Bradley type of player. He's very smart on the basketball court. He's super athletic. Okay, so you mean to tell me that he shouldn't be there as a top 60 guy in the combine? Absolutely, he should. He should be there, knowing that he's going to get drafted. He's going to get drafted. I want to, as if I'm an executive, I want to see how he competes against the top talent. Period.
Business.
I think more business. If you go back to what Reggie was saying, some guys that got nicked. You got guys in the G League. Yeah, we really. But let me finish. You got guys in the G League.
It happens every year, though.
We talking about Bronny. We talking about Bronny right now. We ain't talking about every year. We talking about this year, and we talking about Bronny. You got guys in the G League that have put in some work that really don't get a lot of television time.
Yep.
Just they get less television time than the college players. Right? Your thoughts on what we talking about?
Yeah, real quick, fellas. On the Bronny situation, I think Bronny will find his way to an NBA team and on the NBA court because of the things he was able to do. A lot of people looked at the stat sheets when it was coming to the college game. The college game isn't for everybody. And I always thought his game would be better for the NBA than it would be for college, simply because it's a faster-paced game where athletic guys are able to get easier buckets. And plus, he's a willing defender who played at a position all year for USC. He was pretty much delegated to the wing when he's a guard. He's a good on-ball defender. That is a willing defender. He's willing to scrap for loose balls, and those are the guys that fill out for role players. Those are the guys that your eighth and ninth man off the bench. Those are the guys that are going to get those minutes, the ones that you don't have to put the ball in his hand for him to shine. I think he reminds me of another NBA legend's son, Gary Payton II. And that's what I see him being, that kind of guy. A guy that can just come in, play a couple different positions, play out of position, be a willing defender, use his athleticism to get buckets when he can, and then also be able to stretch the floor by able to hitting the shots, because 3-and-D is a premium in the NBA. They're looking for 3-and-D guys, and that's what I see him as, a 3-and-D guy that's willing, that's a willing defender, that's played alongside stars, because Isaiah Collier was at USC with him, and he had to defer. So he already has that mindset. Well, I'll defer. I'm not just LeBron James' son. I'm trying to be on the court. So that already goes in a long way with me, as far as saying, hey, he could have came in and said, hey, I need the ball. You know who my pops is? He said, no, I'll play my role and I'll do the dirty work. So just that in itself, I think the young man is gonna get a shot.
He may get a shot, but the only thing is,
Yes, he gonna get a shot.
Yeah, but if you compare him,
come on, we all know he gonna get a shot.
But if you compare him, I'll use your Gary Payton comparison.
Gary Payton's son didn't get drafted. He didn't go
And
to
he
the
balled.
combine.
And he did well. He played Oregon State.
Guys.
We watched him. I watched him when I want to say Oregon State went to the tournament when Gary Payton was there. He
went through the G League. He played with multiple G League teams. He's undrafted.
Yep. To get where he is.
So what you telling me? You compared him to that? So Bronny shouldn't be undrafted.
You say he should be undrafted? Who says Gary Payton should have been? Who says Gary Payton Jr. should have been undrafted? Obviously, scouts and NBA people get it wrong all the time. There's a lot of undrafted players that make rosters. There's a lot of guys that come from the G League and make rosters. Just because a player gets drafted doesn't mean he's going to stick in the league. And just because a player doesn't mean he can't fight his way onto a team.
I know that.
To me, it doesn't matter where you get drafted, when you get drafted,
yes, it does.
and how you make it to the team, as long as you find a way to stick. You have to find a niche on the team. And to me, Bronny has a niche. A guy that's a willing defender, a guy that can stretch the floor and shoot threes, a guy who's going to scrap and get loose balls, which we've seen at USC. Everything is not just black and white in stats, especially when it comes to college where everything is slowed down.
I ain't talking about stats. I played the game of basketball. I ain't talking about stats. I played at a high level. I watched the game of basketball. When I'm telling you, when he was on the court, he didn't show me that. He didn't show me that. That's what I'm saying. I'm an honest broker. No. If he come back another,
I don't know what you're looking at, Rich.
Yeah, I seen a guy that was scrapping for loose balls. I seen a guy that was a willing defender.
Hey, look, man, I'm with Reggie on this one. I'm with Reggie.
Y'all ain't honest broker. Y'all looking at the hype. Y'all believe in the hype, both of you.
I think to be fair, I think more of Jamel and Hen's argument would be more towards the business. I would ride with
Paul,
Reggie and Paul.
We know it's a business.
Yeah, I would ride with Reggie and Paul. He's not
realistic.
He's not ready. He's not ready, Jay.
I mean, he's not ready. I understand. We all understand he's not ready. But some players don't get drafted for being ready. They get drafted for their promise. Okay. And what Hendog was just saying of what he can bring to a team, you want guys like that. And I'll be honest with you, this draft is going to tell me a lot about a lot of GMs this year, because there's not a lot of guys. You're going to have to really do your research and find out who can play the basketball, who can fill out your roster and help you. And maybe not this year, right? But who can help you fill out this year? But maybe a couple years down the road, who's going to be that 44th pick, that 50th pick that, become a star like Jokic? That's in this draft right now. We're going to find out who can evaluate talent.
Hey,
okay.
100%.
Tasha, we got a good subscriber. She's always on there. Tasha said, "Tell me what your eyes see," and I mean that's what she say. So, thank you, Tasha, for that comment.
Hey, look, hey, I'm gonna say this.
Y'all eyes bad.
Hey,
go to the eye.
Hey, what pick do the Warriors got? What pick do the Warriors got this year in the draft?
Have to look it up.
I don't know. We're gonna have to look that up. We're gonna get our producer.
Whatever pick they got, y'all call me crazy, but I'm taking Bronny with that pick.
Oh.
Wait, he was just on. Wait,
hold on.
hold up. You just said you didn't believe in him. Now you talking about picking him up.
That's not what I said. I never said that's not what I said. Y'all can play it back.
Exactly
That's not
what
what I
you
said.
You just.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Can I tell y'all why I'm saying that?
Tasha says, yo.
Let me
Tasha
tell you why
says,
I'm saying
yo.
Talk to me, please.
The Warriors can they don't have to play him right away. They can develop him into a as first guy. You know what I'm saying? Help out.
So you saying
Curry.
the same thing me and Jamel was saying, that he has intangibles that he can be developed into a good player.
Yeah, that's what I'm not saying. I'm not saying step on day one. No, that's not what I'm saying. But this draft don't have no guys. What guys
right?
they got?
And I said he could be an 8th, 9th man off the bench.
Yeah, that's I can.
That's what I'm saying.
8th, 9th man this year.
These are a bunch of guys this year. These are a bunch of guys.
8th, 9th man this year coming off the bench.
Huh?
This year?
Coming off the bench.
In the following year? Yeah, he could develop into that.
The following year, look, this man could be a pass first point guard, a one. He could be a good one in the league. He could be a good type of guy.
Let me ask y'all this question. Before I kind of lead this into another direction. Let me ask you this question. How many years do you think it'd take for Bronny to get to where he needs to be?
3.
Paul says 3. What you say, Jay?
A couple years. I give him a couple years.
You give him a couple of years. What you think, Hen?
I think it just depends on the situation. It honestly depends on the situation. If he plays with his pops, it's gonna be this year. If he don't play with his pops, it's gonna be a little while.
No, man, no.
If he plays with his pops, he gonna find a way on the court.
No.
So earlier, Jamel said the GMs are gonna show us. I honestly don't believe. I honestly don't believe a GM is going to waste, and I'm not saying it's a wasted draft pick to draft him, but I don't see a GM that's trying to develop a team, the upcoming teams like Houston, like Detroit, like who else is upcoming that didn't make the playoffs?
San Antonio.
Right now? San Antonio, absolutely. Matter of fact, Atlanta had a first pick. Those teams are not going to really be wasting, and I hate to say wasting, but they're not going to.
Well, you're saying it though.
I get it, but it's what it is. It's what it is. That's a wasted draft pick if they pick Bronny to try to develop into the